morning, everyone. How are you? Hope you all are healthy and fine at your place. So, today we are here with the another video of computer fundamentals. So, here the title of our today's computer video is CPU, Central Processing Unit. As we all know that a human body has a brain that controls all the concept of the human body. Same as like in the computer system, there is a chip called the CPU that control and manages the wholesale working of our computer system. So for further detailed knowledge about that, we will move to our
So students, here in this video we will learn about the CPU and its components. So as a computer mind has the brain called the CPU, that is central processing unit, just like the human mind. So here we will learn about the basic introduction of computer, the components of computer system like ALU, CU and MU, and the disk drives. So you have seen in the figure, it is the drawing of a CPU. So the central processing unit is the brain of computer. It controls and processes all the information in the computer. Basically, as a human mind has a brain, same as the computer has a chip called the CPU chip, central processing unit chip, that is called the brain of the computer. Basically, it controls and processes all the information in the computer. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. The CPU is a primary component of a computer that processes the instructions. Basically, the main use of the CPU is to process the instructions or the data that is input by the user. The CPU contains at least one processor, which is actual chip inside the CPU that performs the calculations. Basically, at least one CPU is required or a one processor is required for the CPU, but it can be multi, like i5 processor, it is having the 5 processors, i7 it is having the 7 processors, dual core 2 duo, number of things are here. The CPU is also known as the processor or the microprocessor. The CPU is responsible for executing a sequence of stored instructions called a program. Basically, it is responsible for executing the sequence of instructions that is called the program, and that program is input by the user as data. It stands for Central Processing Unit. It is also known as the brain of the computer. The CPU receives the data from the user as input, interpret it and execute it, and present the output as the information in the form of information, because we know that a CPU works on a cycle called the IPO, input process and output cycle. It communicates with the input and output devices which send and receive the data to the to the CPU. The CPU has three main components like ALU, MU and CU, where ALU means the arithmetical logical unit, CU means the control unit, and MU means the memory unit. A CPU is housed on a single chip called the microprocessor. Basically, CPU registers on a single chip. That chip is called the microprocessor. It is located in the system unit. This is a block diagram of motherboard where the CPU and number of slots, sockets, ports, CPU fans, RAM slots are available. Now, this is the chart or the hierarchy that shows that a CPU has three components, that is ALU. After this, it has a control unit and then the main memory like MU. And here the input given by the user in the form of data and instructions, and after that the processing on data, we will get a desired output in the form of the meaningful information. So here first component is arithmetical logical unit, that is your ALU. The ALU has two main functions. It performs arithmetic and logical operations like decisions. The ALU is where calculations are done and where decisions are made. It acts as a gateway between the primary memory and the secondary memory. Data transfer between them passes through the ALU. The arithmetical logical unit carries out the basic calculations and comparison operations of the data. Now the next unit is CU. CU means the control unit. Control unit controls and coordinates the function of the various devices attached to the CPU. This unit does not carry out any actual data processing operation, but it is responsible for controlling the transfer of data and the instruction among other units of a computer. The CU provides several functions like it fetches, decodes, and executes the instructions. It issues control signals that control hardware at all or the devices that is connected via the CPU. It moves the data around the whole system. The next unit is MU, that is your memory unit. Memory unit is the principal storage of a computer. It stores both data and instructions. The data can be stored either temporarily or the permanently. Computer memory can be broadly classified into two types: internal memory and the external memory. It stores the data and instruction to process the data. Memory stores program operations and data while a program is being executed. There are several types of memory including registers, cache, RAM and virtual memory that we have already discussed. So this is a chart that shows the component of a CPU. Like here the memory can be categorized like RAM and ROM. After this it can be stored, the data can be stored in the secondary memory. The next is disk drives. Disk drives attached to the CPU. They are the storage devices basically. They are used within the computer or in an external box. Here, this is the hard disk drive that is used to store the data on permanent basis. Hard disk made up of several disks. The disks are sealed in an airtight case to protect dust. Each disk stores the data. The next is CD drive. This is the figure of the CD drive. Basically, it enables us to create CD-ROM and CDs. The full form of CD is compact disc. We can copy and save the data on the CDs. The next is DVD drive. This is the example of the, or this is the figure of the DVD drive. Basically, a DVD has much more capacity rather than in comparison to the CD. It is used to save and read the data on the DVDs. We can store large amount of data such as films on DVD, but the storage area or the storage space of the CPU is limited. These are the ports called the USB ports. These are the ports that are used to connect any other device, like if you want to connect your keyboard in this port, that it is available for connecting the printer at all, for connecting the keyboard, mouse and different kinds of external devices. The next is USB port. USB port, the full form of USB is Universal Serial Bus. USB port is a part of system unit and it is linked to the CPU. We can attach input and output devices and USB flash drives like pen drive et al. To the USB ports. Now, here we will learn about the functioning of the CPU, means how it can work. Basically, the CPU is a centrally located on motherboard. CPU is a single chip. It is not the whole system that you have seen in your computer lab, but it is a small chip that resists on the motherboard where all other components are located. So it is located on the motherboard since the CPU carries out a large share of work in the computer. Data pass continually through it. The data come from the RAM and the units like keyboard, drives, etc. that is input by the user in the form of the meaningful instruction or the programs. After processing on the data, it sent back to the RAM and the units. Means once the data is being processed, it will again get back to the RAM and the other unit for the storage. The CPU continually receives the instructions to the executed. Each instruction is a data processing order. We know that a CPU works on a DPM, data processing machine. It is a computer is a data processing machine. So it can forward or it can process the data in a data processing order. Here you have seen the motherboard chip that contains all the other elements, like it is the IDE, it is the memory or the RAM or ROM slot. These are the processor socket where you can assist or where you can fix out your CPU chip. The North Bridge, AGP, PCI, SATA, BIOS, basic input output system. This is the South Bridge, and also it contains the CPU fan at all. So here number of things are there, like ports are also there where you can attach the devices and components. The next thing is microprocessor. A microprocessor is a computer processor on a microchip. It's sometimes called a logic chip. Microprocessor sometimes called a logic chip. It is the engine that goes into the motion when you turn on the computer on. A microprocessor is designed to perform the arithmetic and the logical operations that makes use of a small number of holding areas called the registers. Typical microprocessor operations include adding, subtracting, comparing two numbers, and fetching the numbers from one area to another one. So these are the example of some microprocessors chip like Intel Core i9, i5, i7, Core 2 Duo, dual core. Some of the examples of microprocessors are here in your image.
So students, that's all about today's information. If you have any query, any doubt related to the video, then you can ask me, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me, or you can drop a message in the Dropbox. Thank you. Have a nice day.